This is everything I carried for 125 miles on a recent Appalachian Trail section hike from Duncannon, Pennsylvania to Harpers Ferry, West Virginia. This is Tim from Probably Fine Outdoors. I'm not ultralight. I'm not trying to do the cheapest gear possible. I'm just trying to find somewhere in the middle, find a nice balance between cost and comfort and quality, and gear that does what I need it to do. So this is my pack. Granite Gear Crown2 60. Super solid pack. I've had this for a lot of years here. I have well over 1,000 miles on it, and it's holding up nicely. You can't actually get this pack right now because Granite Gear is on to the Crown 360. This pack does come with a brain or a top. I've taken that off. It's a roll top, has adjustable hip belt. It's got some Velcro in here, and you can resize the hip belt. Decent hip belt pockets, comfortable hip belt, decent padding in the shoulder straps. The front pouch is nice size. You can stuff a lot of things in there. 2 large side pockets for water bottles and things like that. It does have some cooling mesh here in the back. All in all, like I said, it's a solid pack. Really, really good value in a pack. All right, so let's get started packing this up. First thing I do, I use a trash compactor bag for a waterproof liner. Stick that in. First thing is my Hammock Gear Burrow 20-degree quilt. Worked really nicely on this trip. I did have some nights in the mid-20s. I was fine. I did have my puffy and a balaclava on, so that helped. Only extra clothes I typically bring, I'll bring an extra pair of darn tough socks, extra pair of merino wool underwear. My balaclava will typically go down in the bottom of this. I just tuck those in the foot box. Stuff this down in. Compress it down nicely in there. Next thing to go in, things that I want to keep absolutely dry. I'm going to stick my puffy in there. I've just got some inexpensive fleece running gloves. Usually stick those in the pocket of my puffy. Just stick that in on top of my quilt. I don't use a lot of stuff sacks or individual stuff sacks. I tend to use a lot of Ziploc bags. I have a Ziploc bag for my med kit, toothbrush, toothpaste, a little Vaseline, some Leuko tape, a little sewing repair kit, some Band-Aids, repair kit for my sleeping pad, tent, some tenacious tape, things like that. I'll throw that in. Quick look at my electronics bag. I have a Zoleo. Don't really need it a lot, but it's nice to have in case you're out of service. A lot of times you get down into a valley or something, and you'll have no cell service. So it's nice to have something like this or a Garmin in reach just to check in with home. So I have that. I have my Nightcore NU25 headlamp. Really does the job. It's got plenty of battery life. It came with the wide strap. I just cut off some thin shock cord from something else. I don't even know what it was. Added a little stop thing there and just tied that on to make a lighter weight head strap. A new piece of gear that I tried out for this trip is the FlexTail Zero Power Bank, 10,000 milliamp. I don't know. I thought this was pretty slick. I like that it has the charging cord built right into the handle, and earbuds, headphones. If I'm going to listen to something on the trail, I'll pull out my earbuds. Otherwise, I'll just leave them in the pack or in the Ziploc bag for now. So electronics, I like to keep those dry. So those get put into the compactor bag. That works. Next thing is my food bag. I have a Granite Gear zip bag here, another Granite Gear product. It's super lightweight. I like it has the zip opening so you can lay it wide open and see what's in there. Bear hanging kit, cook kit. Just pull this out quick and show you what's in here. So this is just a Toke's style pot off of Amazon. I don't even remember where it was from. Lighter with a little duct tape on it. The BRS 3000 stove. And just some fuel wrapped in the bandana to keep it from rattling around too much. Everything just tucks nicely in there. That goes in the food kit. My spoon, just a plastic spoon, long handle plastic spoon. That's about it for that. That'll go in next. I like to set the food bag on top of my quilt to keep that center of gravity kind of lower down in there. The last bit that goes in the pack is my Nemo Tensor regular wide sleeping pad. Again, 25 inches wide, nice and comfortable. No complaints on that. Actually, the last thing that goes into the pack, if it's dry, is my tent. If the tent is wet, then I'll just shove it in the mesh pouch and hopefully get a spot during the day, during lunch, when I can hang it up and air it out to dry. Now, my tent is the Lanshan 1 Pro. I had a big Agnes copper spur, great little tent. I wanted to go with a trekking pole tent. Didn't want to spend a whole lot of money, just kind of a proof of concept type of thing. I bought this Lanshan 1 Pro. Did a little seam sealing on it. They don't typically come seam sealed. It's been a good tent for me. Like all single wall trekking pole tents, you're going to deal with some condensation issues. And it's not a huge tent, so the space is at a premium in this thing. But I have room for my pack inside and all my stuff. So the vestibule is pretty decent. I make coffee in the vestibule pretty much every morning. I want to upgrade to maybe like a Dyneema trekking pole tent, something from Z-Packs, but I don't know, this thing just keeps working for me. So I'll just keep using it as long as it works. I've had it in some pretty heavy thunderstorms. It holds up nicely. So I'll stuff that down in. Oh yeah. Usually if it's cool in the morning, I've got a Light Heart grid fleece hoodie that's really a top-notch piece of gear. I'll wear this when I start hiking, but typically, it doesn't take too long and you're warmed up enough. And then I'll just clip this on the outside under the Y strap. That way it's easy to put on when I stop for a lunch break, something like that. Oh, one thing I didn't mention, I forgot. When I'm packing up my food in the morning, I'll typically take out any snacks or food that I want to eat during the day and tuck that into my hip belt pocket. So didn't want to forget that. My goal is to try to minimize the times I go into my pack during the day. All right, now on the outside of the pack, let's see. First thing that usually goes in is Tyvek ground sheet for the tent. That'll go right in the mesh. My stakes. I can pitch the Lanshan with 6 stakes. 8 or 9 is better. I think I have 8 in there right now. Those go down at the bottom. Then rain gear, just a Frog Togs jacket. Cheap, lightweight, dependable. Always good to have a little duct tape handy if you snag it on something, because they're not super durable. But I don't know, this one's lasted me quite a while. So that'll go in. Like to keep my rain gear handy. A new piece of clothing that I tried out this last trip were some Enlightened Equipment Copperfield wind pants. They were on a closeout deal, a return. They actually worked really well. Super lightweight. They helped trap a little warmth in the morning. Kept some light rain off my pants. They're nice. They have little snap cuffs at the bottom that keep the pant legs from dragging in the mud. I don't know. Next, I'll put my water filtration system in one of the side pockets so I can access it during the day when I need to filter water. Um, I switched out from a Sawyer squeeze to the Platypus QuickDraw on this trip, and my Canuck 2-liter water bag. I love the Canuck because it opens up wide on the end and is super easy to use. Get water from just about anywhere. The QuickDraw, I thought the water flow was about the same as the Sawyer squeeze. What I really liked about this is the fact that you can seal off both ends. And then at night when it got down in the 20s, I was able to just toss this in the foot box of my quilt. So super, super handy. Didn't have to worry about it freezing up there. Side pocket, along with a 1-liter smart water bottle. And then I typically have a 700 milliliter smart water bottle with the flip cap that goes in shoulder strap pouch. I think this is a Chicken Tramper Gear shoulder strap pouch. And that's my daily drinker. Then I have a foam seat pad that I like to tuck in. Handy for little breaks, taking a little lunch break. I also use it in the vestibule of my tent. And last thing is my poop kit. A little trowel, some hand sanitizer, and toilet paper. That'll tuck in the mesh pack. And there we go. I think that's everything. So right now, as it sits, this is about an 11 and a half, 12-pound base weight. I find it's really comfortable. So that's my basic gear setup. Like I said, I've been kind of tweaking it off and on for a lot of years. Pretty happy with it. It's a pretty versatile system without being too heavy or too expensive. So I guess what I've done and what I would recommend is if you're trying to dial in your gear, don't chase perfect. Get good enough and adjust from there. I'll probably do some deeper dives on some of these pieces of gear in the future. So if you think you might find that useful, go ahead and subscribe. Love to have you along for the ride. Thanks a lot.